Hey, um, I just had the best memory of you and me, and I've been having a hard time with some of the fuckwits in Melbourne, just giving me a hard time about bullshit. I don't know. I reckon you and everybody else in Nimbin would be laughing their asses off right now if you had somebody try and tell any of yous that I'm a sorry. I just got a fucking message and I'm like, hang on. No, that's a YouTuber I follow. Oh, God. I'm a little bit scared. But you and everyone else in Nimbin would be like laughing your asses off if anyone ever tried to say that I was a fucking police informant. I don't know. Because I'm fucking socially awkward and I'm just like, why do these fucking people even think that? Like, number one, they all know I'm fucking like nuts and have a mental health sheet. Like, well, I guess they don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious that I've had some mental health problems throughout my life. Like, this shit ain't just recent. That a mental health history that long, when you look it up, it's kind of mentioned that that is the type of person that they don't have as an informant. Like, because I was like, how do I prove to these fuckers that, like, I need to go and get my medical fucking history to start with to be like, see, all the shit on there that I've said is on there, and then be like, and also look, here's an article that itself, it's not even an article, it's like on the fucking some government website. It's like who and who does and doesn't make an acceptable police informant, and people who have extensive mental health history are pretty much right up there on the list. So all I need to see is my fucking 10-year plus mental health fucking record. And that on an official fucking government website, and that should be all you need to know. But I don't know. For some reason, because I'm the type of person that has had pretty much no friends, and I'm like, I was that kid that was like, going, are you serious? This kid's crying now? And I'm like, yeah, I started screaming and going off at him because that little shit started it. Meanwhile, this little boy is like, oh, she was mean to me. Me as a fucking 8-year-old going, are you fucking serious? Because that was fucking common for me when I was a kid. Fucking common. So, I don't know why I feel the need to defend myself all the fucking time, but I feel like that's a big part of it. Because I've been defending me my whole life, that I am literally one of those fiery people that's like, are you fucking serious? And I go on and on and on and on again and again about it because I'm like, is this something I need to be concerned about? Because someone who's an informant commonly gets bashed, and I'm not getting fucking bashed for something I ain't. What the fuck? I don't know. As you can tell, I've been having a lot of shit up here. But one thing that lightened my mood from that shit was a memory of you and me in Mardi Gras. And like, you remember that Mardi Gras? And walk down from the Purple House, and you're sitting at the front of the cop shop on a little lawn strip on the other side of the footpath, tossing a fucking donut off a fishing line into the front yard. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. Trolling. Trolling? Yeah. Trolling for piggies. I'm like, that sounds like fun. And we sat there for a good 10, 15 minutes trolling for piggies. Wandered up. And I think a parade, the first parade they had was starting to happen. And you're like, go like this. You get the hot fucking donut really high up in the air, fishing line too. Slowly. This donut lowers down between two coppers. And like, it's dangling there. And kind of slowly just like kind of brushes one of them in the face, and I was like, and both of them just like fucking walk off going, I love that memory. Because they were so pissed off, but they couldn't do anything because they're like fucking little shithead local kids. Do you remember that? Because I just had the best memory, and it was all while fucking trying to tell the people who are kind of being a bit stalkerish whether you, I don't know, you are a little bit more switched on than most of the people I know down here. Heck, you're a little bit more switched on than most people up there as well. That I think you could potentially actually believe what's happening to me and not just be like, whoa, she's a crazy person, because most people just think I'm nuts, but there's just too much circumstantial evidence that I've come across and other people's reaction to shit when I'm just like at first I kind of resigned myself to like, maybe I am going crazy. But then when you're listening to the voice being yelled across a fucking oval on the other side of a park, going, there's that voice again. Just ignore it. It's just in your head. And you're telling yourself that, and then all of a sudden the mates that you're with, who are both looking, one for his trans fucking best friend and the other for his girlfriend, and they're like freaking out and trying to find them, all of a sudden go, hey man, do you hear that? Like, there's the pub, and there's all that noise coming from there, but it sounds like someone's yelling, like separate, like away from that. You hear that? And the other dude's like, yeah, actually I do. Fuck. Nah, let's follow it. Let's, just in case it's fucking, like, I gotta find my girl, man. I know what you mean. I gotta find fucking so-and-so. Like, she's a trans girl and she's my best friend, and, like, I'm worried, like, because people bash trans people, blah, 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 and, like, she went into this house and never came out, and now no one will answer, and fucking people peeking out the window, and I'm freaking the fuck out, and I'm just like, hang on a second. Are they about to go following the voice that I was just a moment ago going, you're obviously crazy, Pixie. Just put it out of your mind. Hang on. Are they hearing that without me even bringing it up? Or bringing up the fact that there's a dude fucking that I keep hearing who I'm pretty sure is following me? Hang on. They're hearing this dude and I didn't even bring him up? Shit like that makes me think otherwise. But you know what? Weird fucking things happen, especially to people like you and me. So, I don't know. I got some interesting shit to catch up on. Oh, as for your question too, I don't know when I'll be down, but I will be down eventually. Everything's been all over the place, up in the air, but recently I finally got a housing worker, and it's looking like he's actually working towards finding me somewhere. So I might end up just going back to what I wanted to do originally, which was do the back and forth thing for a while from Tassie to Melbourne. And no, it may give me a chance to learn a little bit of Lutheran work. Sorry, not Lutheran, luthier. A lot of people confuse those two things. Luthier work with my dad and actually learn off my dad himself. But I'm thinking if I also stay based in Victoria, I'll have a place to live that will always be there. And I'll also be able to pop up to Ballarat occasionally and see my dad's old mate Noisy, who's like one of the best luthiers in Australia. And he said I was apparently better than any fucking apprentice that he had working for him ever. He was like, you're the first woman I've ever let into my workshop. I always had this rule. I never let ladies into my workshop, but I'll let you in because you're Jazz's daughter. But holy shit, you actually really enjoy this, don't you? I'm like, yeah, I find it really fun. He's like, it's funny. The first woman I let into my fucking workshop, and she ends up being better than any apprentice I've ever had. And actually enjoying it because you're genuinely enjoying making a guitar. Not thinking, oh, this is a backdoor way into the industry by becoming a guitar maker. Like, apparently that's what a lot of his apprentices used to think. I'm like, what? I mean, I don't know if Fender or any of the dudes who originally came up with those guitar brands ever made it into the industry, but I don't know. Usually you make it into the industry and then become a guitar maker if you want to, like, go that route and be famous as well as a guitar maker. It doesn't go the other way around. I know there's a famous fucking, what is it? It's heavy metal bands based. It's a tribute band, but a female tribute band, and it became famous. But I can't remember what the band is called and what the band they based themselves off. But it's one of those like heavy metal band, mainly Kiss, something like that. And the main woman, their main lead guitarist, she now has a brand of guitars that's actually quite famous because she herself was famous. I love the neck of these guitars though. I have a custom built guitar that's had the neck designed to look like this particular guitar. It's not actually a neck from one of these guitars. It's actually still on par though, apparently. I've been told by my mate. He's like, that's like a $800-900 neck on your guitar there. I'm like, how do you know that? He's like, because I recognize this little thing on the fucking the fretboard. It's like a little thing cut out, like a little rectangle cut out with a number code in it, and it's kind of been resined in, and it's like almost blends in with the wood, but faintly seen. Oh, cool. Apparently, the neck is from a freaking $700-800 guitar. So he's like, that's even though it's not the neck from this guitar, it's just been designed to look like one of those guitars. It's really cool. It's got like a heart monitor, like zigzag going down the fretboard, and then they made the actual guitar into a coffin. It's pretty cool. But apparently not only did I spend less than on this guitar than, like, I spent like, it was originally advertised as 700 and then the dude brought it down to 450 or 500, I think, because it didn't sell. I had it on my watch list for like a year. I was like, I wonder if that's actually still on there. Probably not, but I clicked my watch list and it's still on there. Maybe it's just one of those dudes that sold it but didn't really put sold on the item. So at first I didn't contact the guy. Anyway, I finally contacted the dude, prompted by my mate, because he's like, no, I bet you $50 that guitar doesn't even exist. It's clickbait. That guitar exists, I owe you $50. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to call up about it. Turned out it existed. And for some reason he couldn't sell it. He's like, I don't know what's wrong. I thought I'd actually sell it really easy, but no one wants to buy it. And it's a little bit of a bummer giving up this guitar, but I can't play it anymore. Like, look at these glasses. And dude's got like lenses on his glasses like this thick. I'm like, not only am I going blind, but I'm getting arthritis in my hands too. So not only can I not see what I'm doing with the guitar, I can't even play it anymore. I spent a lot of money trying to get like this thing made. And then I didn't realize until right at the end, shit, I'm going to have a custom fucking case built for this thing. I then spent another $700 having the case built for it. So it's a little bit of a bummer that I advertised it for $700. I spent $800, $900 having the thing built. And then another $700 on having the fucking case built for it too. So I was already advertising it under price. No one wanted to buy it. I was like, fucking what? I got not one person. You're the first person that's contacted me about that fucking guitar. Been on Marketplace for a year and like a month and a half, like just over a year. That thing sat on Marketplace. And not one person called him about it. I was like, you serious? So not only did I buy the guitar, because I was like, fucking, that's a really good deal. And I've been checking out this guitar for like over a year. But I made $50 because I was like, oh, by the way, hey, yeah, we organised to visit me and my friend. I didn't tell him. I just went, oh, by the way, the guitar exists. Look. So I made $50 because my mate wanted to bet that the guitar didn't even exist, that it was put on there as clickbait. And if that guitar existed, then I don't know, he's the type of musician that's like knows a lot in the industry and knows a lot about guitars and buying secondhand guitars. So he's like, yeah, right. That wouldn't have been on there that long. Like, that guitar doesn't exist. If it does, it's been sold and he's forgotten to take it off there. And if that's not the case, then that's a scam or something. And that guitar never existed. And if it does, I'll pay you $50. I'll bet you $50 that that guitar does not exist. And I'm like, I don't know. I was just like, I wonder if he's right. So I wanted to call him up, find out. The dude lived like across the road from the train station, something stupid like that. It wasn't even like dangerous for me to kind of, because he was like, if you're going to see that guitar, do you want me to come with you? Because it could be like also somebody trying to fucking be creepy, because apparently you get that on my place sometimes. No, it was just a little old man going blind and fucking getting really bad arthritis. He was like, I figure it's going to waste not being played. Somebody should fucking enjoy it. I just can't anymore. It really sucked, but the dude I bought the guitar off was really nice, and yeah, I now have a cool electric guitar, which the amount of time, like, you know how long I've been a guitarist, give or take. It took me like until about 3 years ago to actually get an electric guitar, my first electric guitar, and it's shaped like a coffin. My grandmother was horrified. She was just like, is that a new guitar? What is it? Okay. When I told her it was it's a custom built guitar. Okay. Sounds okay, I guess. I'm like, thanks. In my mind, I'm like, yay. She's being bitchy because all that gothic rock and roll shit is just like, satanic. When it's like, I'm alternative, get over it. I don't know. Grandmother fucking tried to frame me for fucking stealing her jewelry, and right after offering it to me in the will, I'm going, oh, but hey, I've got these, and I was gonna leave them to you in the will, but what do I do with all these earrings? Because I realized that you're not gonna have anywhere for them to hang. Oh, so what do I do now with these earrings? That she then contradicted herself about an hour later by getting all offended and going, oh, I was only asking what I should do with them because, like, I thought they could go towards, like, buying a house. Like, I'm just trying to be a good grandparent. I was like, well, why are we having this conversation then? If they were going to go towards buying a house, you didn't really need to ask me where they were going to hang, did you? No, I didn't say it, like, straight up. I kind of sent her a video saying it hurts that you think that I'm not good enough just because of my piercings and shit. That she's one of the reasons I started taking heavier drugs, because I'm like, well, hey, bitch is going to say I'm taking all this shit anyway. Why don't I actually have some fun and try some of the shit that I'm being slandered again and again over years and years just because I'm her daughter's daughter. And that's what she assumed of my mum. Why don't I actually have some fun and actually try some of this shit because I'm going to be accused of taking it anyway. I have for years, so fuck it. Why not at least have fun if I'm going to be accused of that? Why not at least, I don't know. Was that and really abusive relationship. Combination of those two things that led me on this path I am fucking now. But it has been an educational, fierce journey. Oh, pardon me, dude. It's been an educational journey, but as of late, not that fun, because, yeah. I know. I seem to have a lot of people keeping tabs on me all of a sudden. And it's not that pleasant. I got a lot of fucking people like, shit. There's one lady who keeps like having a fucking go at me. And it just makes me sad that a lot of the Koori folk down here treat me like shit. Because I get along with a lot of the Koori folk, especially a lot of the elders like Saab and Deb and fucking Saab, Deb, and Uncle Tuli. I get along with all of them so well, like that. I kind of miss the Kooris from Nimbin. I'm like, even though they also have been judgmental, and like a few of them are like that, it's nowhere on the level it is down here. And I even question it, and it makes me racist, apparently. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm white. I just was born. I didn't ask to be born this way, but apparently me saying anything about it is really bad and makes me a piece of shit in most people's eyes if I say anything about the fact that